We've got the Lakers and the Nets, followed by the Mavs and the Blazers. But before we get to our doubleheader, we've got an hour-long TNT NBA tip-off presented by Auto Trader, during which we will announce the captains and the starters for the All-Star game in Chicago. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet, Charles. It's a big night, man.
Big night for the NBA. It's an awesome honor to be elected to the All-Star team, and especially if you're a starter.
Before we announce the starters, a brief explanation of how they were selected. The ballots you, the fans, cast count 50%. The players vote, 25%. And a media panel, 25%. When all those votes are tabulated and calculated, the players are ranked on where they finished on those ballots. For instance, there was an Eastern Conference starter who the fans had second, the players had third, and the media had fourth. His total score good enough to earn him a starting spot. Another was second by the fans, but sixth by the players and the media, and he missed out. Now that we're all on the same page, I hope, here's the way it turned out in the Eastern Conference as they head to Chicago in 2020. And the captain, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 5,900,000 votes. 30 points per game, 13 rebounds a night, shooting 55%. His fourth straight All-Star appearance in his seventh season, 20 games of 30 and 10, and 23 games of at least 30 points. How about a first-timer? Pascal Siakam of the Toronto Raptors, his first All-Star selection in his fourth season, averaging 24 points a game. That's number 15 in the league, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 30-point games. In the previous 3 years, he had a total of 5 of those. Joel Embiid of the Sixers, his third straight selection. 23 points a game, 12 rebounds. He's out right now after the left hand surgery, but 24 double-doubles in the 31 games he has played, the most consecutive starts for a Sixer at the All-Star game since Allen Iverson had 7. In the backcourt, how about Kemba Walker?
Kemba!
Fourth straight selection in his 9th season for the Celtics, who are 29 and 14 and number 4 in the East. He's averaging 22 points a game. That's number 19, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and has had 8 games with at least 30. Want another first-timer?
Yes.
How about Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks?
Ooh.
Sure, the worst record in the Eastern Conference at 11 and 34, but this guy's numbers eye-popping. 29 points a game, number 3 in the league. 9 assists a night, that's number 4. He's the first Hawk voted a starter since Dikembe Mutombo in 2002. But Trae Young, in fact, Trae Young, the leading vote getter among guards in the Eastern Conference. You surprised to see Trae Young in there?
I knew, not totally surprised. He is a terrific offensive player. I think the injury to Kyrie Irving really helped him get in there. But this guy can score with the best of them. I'm disappointed in the Hawks' record. I got to admit that. I thought they would be better.
I think the John Collins suspension had a big part to do with as bad as that record is.
I don't agree with that.
It might have been bad, but it wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been.
But I'm saying with the addition of DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, I thought you get 2 lottery picks, your team should automatically be better. But I'm not going to badmouth anybody tonight. It's his night. But the Hawks have been a disappointment.
Let's break down the way the fans, the players, and the media saw who should be a starter. So the fan vote, front court, Giannis, Siakam 2, Embiid 3, ahead of Jimmy Butler and Jason Tatum. And in the backcourt, it was Trae Young and Kyrie Irving. That's the fan vote. Here's the way the players saw it. Antetokounmpo, Embiid, and Siakam third, ahead of Bam Adebayo and Jason Tatum. The guards were Kemba Walker and Bradley Beal on the player balloting. Yeah, with Trae Young third there, ahead of Ben Simmons. And the media vote, same front or different front court, as a matter of fact. Antetokounmpo, Embiid, and Jimmy Butler instead of Siakam on the media vote. Kemba Walker and Trae Young.
Yeah, but I think the media, Jimmy Butler should have been a starter.
Yes. So you think the media got it right? Hold on. Somebody put this on tape.
So you think
Charles is about to say the media got it right.
Jimmy Butler should be starting
over
anybody.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat have been a surprise team in the NBA this year. And the real only addition they got is Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler should be starting, plain and simple. And let me tell you something. And Bam Adebayo he should have been in that conversation. I mean, the fans.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about from the fans. Bam Adebayo, if he don't make the All-Star team, first of all, he's gonna make the team. Because if he don't make the team, I'm not going to Chicago. I'm gonna go to Maui. But let me tell you something.
Why Maui?
Jimmy, it's in Hawaii, fool.
I'm just checking.
Let me tell you something. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, I hope I'm pronouncing the kid's name right.
Adebayo.
You know who I meant, didn't you?
Yeah, but you said you hope you're pronouncing it right. I'm just saying.
Well, don't be
Adebayo.
correcting me on TV.
You ain't
man.
correct you. You asked for the correct
Correct. You back in the hall?
Okay, I'm
Come
just
on.
messing. No, but Jimmy Butler should be starting. Not just because of the numbers, just because of what he brings to that team. He gives them an identity. But him,
I would agree with you in this regard, though, Chuck. But if you look at those four, first of all, Jimmy Butler is really a guard. Let's start there.
okay, and I agree with
Let's
you.
start there. He's not a front court player.
But Ernie said because we had this.
But
conversation.
he's
Yeah,
not.
but
That's what
he's on the
listed
ballot as a front
But
court
he's not
player.
a front court.
But he still. But regardless of what position, he should be
So
starting.
And is his numbers better than Siakam?
No, I just said this is
I'm
where I
just
say,
asking.
Charles.
Is Jimmy Butler's
Shaq,
numbers better than Siakam?
They're not.
They're not.
Okay, cool.
I'm just saying that
There you have
Giannis is Giannis. There's no.
There you have it.
Yes.
Embiid is still Embiid, regardless of what you think. And Siakam and Butler have both done the exact same thing from their team. No one thought that Toronto Raptors would be as good as they are without Kawhi.
Nobody thought
and
the
no one
Miami-
thought the Miami Heat.
But
they're
Siakam has
even,
better
so
numbers,
you
and I
have
think
these-
that's why he
that's why.
edged him out.
But Butler's gonna be there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I thought that's
This guy,
not a
man.
knock on Siakam, number one. I
Look
told
at this dude.
But I'm gonna just tell you something.
came out of nowhere.
Jimmy Butler's been unbelievable.
Do you really think Siakam would be doing what he's doing this year?
I did not think that, but I'm saying first of all, he's missed a bunch of games, and Jimmy has missed some games too. But Miami Heat, and I think in fairness, Toronto has been a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
But what Jimmy Butler has brought to Miami,
Unbelievable.
okay, that's all I'm saying.
But is he doing more than Siakam?
Yes.
That's all. He is doing
Yes.
more than Siakam. I don't think so.
I think about the same.
It's close.
It's either one.
And the Kyrie Irving situation is one of the examples that I pointed out before we showed the starters. He was second in the fan vote. Media and players both had him sixth.
Well, injury. I mean,
Yeah.
he's an all-star type player.
First of all, no, he's not.
He's an all-star type player.
Not this year, he's not.
I know.
No, we didn't
We're
say
just
that.
talking about in his career.
Get him, Chuck.
See, that's what y'all drive me crazy
But
about.
I said he shouldn't have
We're
made
not
it.
saying he should have made it.
Okay,
We're just
that's
saying
all I'm saying.
He's
This is-
been an all-star.
Yes,
He
he
didn't get
has.
injured. We could have.
But he's missed a bunch of
He's
games.
missed a bunch of games, but I'll tell you, this ain't no Lifetime Achievement Award.
And we're not saying
Put
it.
me and Shaq in the game if we get a Lifetime Achievement Award.
But if he plays the whole season and then
Yeah,
have a
but
better
he's
record-
not playing.
But he has not
But
played.
he has
Yeah.
not.
So he
you
shouldn't
can't
be an all-star.
And that's all I'm saying.
No, I'm cool
but
with
I'm
that.
just saying, Kenny said he's an all-star type player.
He
Not
is.
this year.
You know-
Not this year.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough games.
That's what I said. I'm talking about this year. See, you made me drop my pen.
But we're in agreement.
What am I gonna
You know
stay
what
out-
you are right now? I love you being a soldier, but you can't be a soldier ready for war. Like wanting war. You want war. I'm not giving
I
you
don't
war.
want war.
We're on the same team,
no,
soldier.
I have a problem. Listen, I have a problem with this whole process. What I mean by that is when guys have great seasons, I understand the fans going to vote for their favorite players.
Right.
And I understand that. But it's up to the coaches and the media to do the right thing and say, okay, I understand y'all going to vote for this guy because he's your favorite player. But this is for the first half of the NBA season. This ain't for what guys done their whole career.
I have a
Why do you
question
think?
for
Why do you
Ron.
think Jimmy Butler was sixth in the player vote?
Because they don't like him, because he's annoying. But but let me tell you something. But he's a great player.
Right.
Yeah.
But he is annoying.
Yeah.
But see, that's
I do have a question for Ernie who voted.
Sure.
You vote.
Yeah, I voted.
Right. In your voting process, if you had not seen where the fans were and who was leading, would that have affected your possible thought process?
No, because I saw that stuff, and obviously we give the first and the second and the third returns. No, I just looked at mine and said, okay, who do I want in the?
Right. I
Who do I
think
want as a
also
starter
that
here?
sometimes
I have a follow-up question to that.
They do that.
Do you look at team success or do you look at individual stats? Because me and Chuck have this argument every year since I've
We
been
do
here.
have this
That's always the.
argument.
See, I start with the player, and then I use the team and where they are as kind of a tiebreaker thing. Because I look at it and I say, okay, I think this guy's an all-star and this guy's an all-star. I look at their numbers, I see what they've done, and then if it comes down to between this guy and this guy, I say, well, look where their team is.
Did you have Trae Young?
I did not have Trae Young. I think he should be an all-star, but I didn't have him starting.
Okay.
My starters were Kemba Walker and Ben Simmons on my
The
ballot.
way it's Shaq, I don't say I don't say you're wrong. I just disagree with you. I think you have to factor in team success because there's a lot of guys in this league who just getting. I talked to the great Kevin McHale the other night. One time he says, "Yeah, there's a lot of guys got empty calories on their numbers." I just think that the fans, listen, they just vote for their favorite players, and I understand that. But we as coaches and we as media guys, you got to reward guys. We can't just give lifetime achievement award. And what Jimmy Butler has done this year, I would have liked to see him starting.
And we have much more to discuss as we move on. And Twitter machine is always up and running there. Yeah, she's getting tired of hearing the Adebayo.
I'm sorry.
Adebayo. Yo.
Oh, that's a good
Western Conference starters coming up next.